Let's see. Good here. Aircraft are starting to get up to snuff. All right, let's make sure jet engines are techied. We're actually gonna get mouses into combat, which is pretty sweet. This stuff can get popped off. It's 1947 tech.
God, tea always makes me feel better.
It's got a little caffeine in it.
Well, that's why I might. That's why I might have to have some tomorrow before the stream.
So we are nuking. We are building nukes. Very slowly. I think we might need.
Where did that come from?
I think we might need to lay down a couple more nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear reactors.
Your mother's a bitch.
Why don't we build two? Let's do one in Dresden. And oh, Danzig. Yeah, sure. How about one in Danzig?
Ben.
Your mother's a bitch.
Your mother's a bitch.
All right, we're gonna build 2 more nuclear reactors. Nuclear. And I think it's probably time that the U-boats are kind of out and about and doing their thing. Where are the Husitzes? Where are they? Where their convoys are not coming up this way. Let's move the U-boats in a little bit so that we can utilize them better.
When you have a higher sub badge than the bot.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Science the shit out
I feel like the bot's been around for a while, but apparently it hasn't.
Why did I think this whole time he was saying your mother is a fish?
Your mother's a bitch.
Never build in Dresden. The Allies will murder everything just to show they can.
Just because they can. Let's rebase to Rostock. I mean, I do have a shit ton of fighters out these days.
It might be easier to invade Pacific Canada and move south rather than invading California itself.
Yep. There aren't any high-level naval bases. That's the most important thing to get your hands on is high-level naval bases because that's what you need to get supplies in through.
In through your face.
Your face.
Barely a happy birthday from my mom, but she wants me to play comlink between her and my sister with an ear infection, no less. Fuck my life.
That sounds unfortunate. And
Sorry, Theta.
These are some really brutal battles. We lost Antwerp. Ah, fuck your mother. Go get them. I think we just left that a little bit vacant, so that American division. Also, the 101st Airborne Division is fighting in Brittany right now and is gonna die. Is Vancouver high level enough? Well, let's check well, I don't think I can check the bases here. Nuke Seattle. I don't have enough information on these bases to really tell, but I know there are high-level bases down here. There's, so we got San Diego, Oceanside, LA, and, San Barbaro?
Oh, I'm sorry, Theta.
But usually what I end up doing is invading way down here because there's easy targets and lots of bases, lots of little bases, and a lot of little bases can work the same as one really big base, but big bases are hard to get.
I feel like this has just turned into the plot of Wolfenstein: The New Order now.
Ooh, we should make Leah play that.
What?
Wolfenstein is the story of a Polish resistance fighter who goes on murderous rampages against Nazis.
I told Utari.
BJ Blazkowicz.
I told Atari that I played BioShock for a half hour. I didn't walk into walls as much. She didn't. She stared at a lot of ceilings though. She's getting better though. So bad.
She's getting better.
Oceanside, my hometown. We've been right outside of Oceantown. Oceanside.
Oceantown?
Oceanside. We have when we were in California.
Yeah.
I've been told the sequel sucks.
Sequel to BioShock? I like the sequel to BioShock.
BioShock was actually kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's got a little creep factor to it. Just a little bit. Oh, look at all these poor U.S. Marines here.
Eat a bag a day.
For some airplanes to darken the skies over Britain.
Yes, we are building the Luftwaffe is constructing. I've got 8 wings of heavy bombers, about 35 wings of fighters, and we're more. And I'm building more naval bombers because we have to try to Tirpitz the Royal Navy.
Mrs. Magnus, how about turn-based strategies? HOMM 2 or 3? I don't know what that is.
HOM
2 or 3? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
I don't. Going off more than mine is.
I don't know what that is either, actually.
BioShock 2 is kind of a letdown, but BioShock Infinite is pretty good.
Infinite was good.
The most unfortunate thing is she wants me to be there for my female cousin who lost her mother, and I'm afraid of saying or doing something to upset her. Theta, you really can't do anything necessarily wrong.
You can't do anything wrong or right.
Unless you look at her, hey. Unless you look at her, point and laugh. Yeah, exactly. You know, just sit there and say that you know, you're sorry for her loss. Give her a hug. You know, that kind of stuff. I mean, Ben can tell you what it's like to actually have to deal with something like that, and it's not very fun.
Oh God! Oh, the Belgians are taking the Canadians' place. Okay, there are some Italians here that can move into position. And we do have plenty of troops relatively close by that we can dispatch south. All right, screw you, Belgians. D-Day's over. Everybody died.
I mean, I think you probably get farther with me now that it's been a little bit than... There was no talking to me.
There's a fair few troops here.
Sparrowhawk! If you're like Leah's family, try not to hit on her right there. Wait a minute. That's
true. It's like that episode of Friends when Ross hits on Denise Richards.
Yeah. So I may be late to the party here, but why is the bits tracker a fuck Disney meter?
Because fuck Disney. Because we're trying to get Lady Magnus out of Disney. And, that seems to be a popular, a phrase to help out the situation. Oh, they're gonna land.
If you're occupying Belgium, where are they getting troops from?
They landed on the coastline before I got a chance to really do much.
Theta, oh, another thing I don't remember my aunt, so that complicates things by a fuckload. Okay, but you may not remember your aunt, but you could still be there for your cousin, at least to, you know, a certain extent. You gotta be a smooth incest operator.
Mm-hmm. That's tough. You
like,
gotta...
how does that even happen?
You gotta really play the CK2 game there.
Oh, look, there's my cousin. They're hot. Thanks, Dark Raver.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Everything else good? Oh, let's go back to Iran.
You could be like me and find out your grandmother was a twin at her funeral. Ooh. Shit. Oh, that's hard. My grandmother, my maternal grandma's a twin.
Lord Silverose, thanks for the follow.
And we found out that it skipped generations, so more than likely if we had had kids, I would have a twin. I would have twins.
That's not more than likely, it's a random chance.
Really? I thought it skipped generations.
It's not like it's 100% guaranteed to happen.
You missed your calling, you should, therapist, Leah. No, I just lost somebody last year, so it's kind of still fresh and not very fun.
Alright, Belgium's clear, gentlemen. Oh, those are fucking tigers. Oh my.
Eat a bag a day.
Sometimes cousins are hot. It is 2018. So. I don't know. I very much doubt that you looked at Jessica and you were like, hey.
No, I'm not really into that.
You want to come over for a little bit? It's just a higher chance of splitting the egg in some families. Yeah.
Okay. So now what we need to do is make sure all the ports are garrisoned. So all you guys... everybody, right there.
Not just tigers. Fucking tigers.
Yeah, fucking tigers. Alright, there's not much here, and we are murderizing them pretty well, it seems. It's just 2 U.S. Marine divisions. It's not a big deal.
Thanks, Utari. Have fun in Stellaris, bud.
Alright, so we're gonna kill these 2 American divisions. And they are really... I mean, we're ripping through them, and they're ripping through us here, but it's just gonna... I have the high ground.
Well, if you have the high ground, then no matter what, you win, right?
Yeah.
You just cut off Hayden Christensen's legs and you're good. I've always found it weird that the USSR gets events that drain officer numbers, but Germany doesn't get events that drain IC or manpower.
Well, there is stuff that drains IC and manpower from Germany. People dying drains manpower, and the events that spawn to reduce their IC spawn for other people. The United States get massive air bases that are impossible to destroy in England, and huge quantities of bombers that destroy American industry. All right, you go there, you move up. We get the Why are the Brazilians so horny for invasions? Oh, who'd they just land?
Landing now.
Yeah. Oh shit, they just landed a whole nother army here. It's a whole nother company!
You may have the high ground, but I have a dragon.
Alrighty. Okay, well,
You know what, there's not gonna be another, Game of Thrones until some, like...
a while?
Spring 2019 or something?
Yeah, you gotta wait, we gotta wait a while. So they're just gonna keep doing this, being annoying.
God, that pisses me off.
But we'll just keep fighting them in Brittany and whittling them down. We don't really have to worry about manpower that much anymore.
I think you just have mental scars from the Brazilians at Disney, Ben. It's true.
It's true. Oh, we got some more V2s, so... That's the sound of V2s. We're gonna keep hitting London, because we can. Wow, they just don't do a lot of damage most of the time.
Who did you lose last year? And I'm sorry for your loss. I lost my grandpa, thank you. And in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. But thank you.
That's all I have to say about that.
It's next year. They wanted to ensure they didn't pull a Lost and fuck it up. Plus all 6 episodes are like an hour and a half.
Last season was not very good.
You can always tell when the Brazilians are landing, just like you could at Disney. Yes, because you see the flag. You see the flags and you're like, fuck!
You can hear them chanting and clapping offshore.
I'll actually look at the other guests. I'm like, run, get up there before they all do. Just go. I'll seriously like open a rope and be like, go, just go up, go. Before they get here.
What we used to do with the Haunted Mansion is we would basically cycle out the ride so there were no other guests in sight when the Brazilians came, just so the other guests didn't have to deal with the big crowds of Brazilians. Yeah, well, it's only 1 Brazilian division. This is a pain in the ass. We'll have to deal with this situation, but it's not difficult to deal with. Or we'll just cancel some attacks.
I'm loving the new bed spar. Thanks, Scout.
Mm-hmm.
Last season wasn't great, but it wasn't so bad where you watched all 10 seasons to know that everyone actually died in the first episode, season 1, aka Lost.
Oh, fuck Lost!
You know,
that show sucks!
But here's my question about Lost. Did they all actually die? No one really knows.
The writers don't even fucking know because they were just snorting coke and typing.
No one knows because here's the thing, is that Jack actually supposedly died. So did they all die in the first episode? Was it an alternate reality?
It doesn't fucking matter.
No one knows.
That's the fucking problem, is that the whole show is just a cock tease from day one. It's fucking 7 years of foreplay.
Like, it was, you get to the final episode, and, you know, Jack closes his eyes, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, the problem with Lost is that they made it look like they had one big story arc written, but they were basically making shit up as they went. Well,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's pretty fucking obvious because every story arc just goes, fuck it, something else is happening.
They are all dead, but they were too high to make a real ending. It was easy to say, oh, a boat came by and picked them up and boom, a real ending. It still pisses me off.
I stopped watching after 3 seasons.
I liked it until season 4, and once it got to season 4, I was like, oh, fuck it. Wait,
these
Ben
are
got
tough.
a Brazilian wax at Disney? Where did they get that?
I don't fucking know. Fuck Lost. That show is garbage.
He's talking about Lost, Kiwi.
Alright, who do we got standing? We must have an army of the 3rd army. You know what we're gonna have to do is just, you know what, let's take the 3rd army, tell them to move here.
Ironically, I got a Disney Nissan ads for these.
That's funny.
It became an issue when people started getting off. They should have just made the island a huge turtle.
Oh, I mean, that's, you can't steal that idea. That's, Stephen King.
I stopped after getting, after I tried to do all the mystical bullshit. Yeah, I just watched just to see how it would end, and then I was so pissed off by the end of it, I couldn't even
time travel! Woo!
I think all the Disney mentions is fucking with advertising metrics.
How hard to destroy UK in this game, Hoi2 Black Ice? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, I don't think Black Ice exists for Hearts of Iron 2. I mean, it would have been easier earlier, but you can't do Sea Lion and Barbarossa at the same time.
So it would have been better than what they did. Anything really would have been.
Anything would have been better than.
They didn't wrap one goddamn thing up.
No, they didn't finish plot lines that they started in the first fucking season.
The fact that nobody knows, because they make it look like at the end that they all gathered and they all went into eternity with each other. Like they all died, came together, and then all went into eternity. But nobody actually knows.
That's because there is no answer.
Ugh.
I think what they thought it was that it was going to be this big open-ended thing where it's you make your own ending, you interpret it the way each individual interprets it the way that they see it. But no, it doesn't work that way. You have a narrative and a plot. It's not just this abstract like college student movie that where it could be interpreted like that. You're just dumb and couldn't think of anything.
Like, what the hell? Who was Jacob?
I don't fucking know!
Was he actually Egyptian? Because didn't they allude to the fact that he was like some Egyptian god or something?
They alluded to that because they made him wear eyeshadow. And Egyptians wear eyeshadow, I guess.
And then how long to kill off Hoi 3 Black Ice?
Oh, 200 episodes, maybe? I don't know. We have to deal with these situations that have arisen, and then we can think about sea lioning.
It's like ending The Sopranos mid-sentence. Yeah, didn't it just like go black or something?
They literally just faded to they just faded to black in the mid-sentence, and it was like
15 bits for PC. Thanks, Theta.
Everybody hated that. Everybody hated it.
I didn't actually watch it, but I
never watched The Sopranos.
But I heard
I sure as fuck heard about it.
Have we still not killed the Brazilians?
They keep coming. There's a lot of them for some reason. I'm working on murdering everybody else, though.
The Sopranos was supposed to be him getting killed off. But they don't really say that, though, right? This will be our biggest Hoi 3 Black Ice game played.
Oh, the USS Enterprise has been lost. Interesting. Danish 20mm cannons. I'm gonna say we don't need extra guns. Danish People's Defense. Yes on that. Synthetic factories. We are going to do oil because we always need oil. Fuhrer Directive number 40, the Atlantic Wall. Do we need the Atlantic Wall?
You know, I wasn't thrilled with the Mad Men series finale either.
No, I didn't like that either.
Did he actually, was he the one that created that commercial? Is that what they were alluding to?
What commercial?
At the very, very end.
At the very, very end, he's sitting on a bench.
But then they have this huge Coke commercial.
I don't remember seeing a Coke commercial.
Yeah, it was supposed to be this huge, the one that everybody saw, that was on for however long.
But no, he didn't make that because he left. He was in, remember, he's in the boardroom and they're all talking and talking and talking, and he just like closes his folder, gets up and leaves without a word. He didn't have anything to do with it.
Hi, Darth Bubble.
I'm not going to build the Atlantic Wall. I feel like that's a huge waste of resources right now. And I think we're finally starting to make some progress against the Americans in Brittany here.
Do I like Stargate? There was one that I liked. I want to say it was Stargate Universe.
She liked Universe. But she's never really watched Stargate.
The Soprano ending was well done, in my opinion. They had alluded to the whole fade-out thing a couple of times in the last season. It's the focal character dying. The viewpoint is gone, just like that.
Alright, you guys...
I just wish that they had done a better job doing something like that. I mean, if you're gonna kill off the main character, at least show him biting it.
Like the way you bite me. There is just... Okay, we'll just meat grinder these hundreds of thousands of troops into each other. I don't have an issue with that.
Oh, go ahead.
I have the manpower.
The last ad in Mad Men was a real ad from that time because my dad was a kid. He saw... Yeah, I know that it was a real ad from that time, but they kind of alluded to it that he was the one that... I never thought that. What did you guys think of the Breaking Bad ending?
She never watched Breaking Bad.
I did not.
I liked the Breaking Bad ending fine.
Atlantis, I never watched Stargate Atlantis. Did you?
Stargate Atlantis is pretty good. It has Robert Picardo in it.
I just liked Universe. I think I watched that with you.
Yeah, we watched Universe as it aired, but then it just fizzed off into nothing.
Your mother's a bitch.
Yeah, she is. Wow, we are actually building stuff. It's
Your mother's a bitch.
Yes. It's full of shuckling. See, the thing is, we don't have... I don't think I really need to build troops anymore. I need planes, I need ships, I need rockets, I need ancillary stuff, because I have more than enough troops to do anything I want at this point, because now the situation is I gotta get supplies to those troops.
Also, the pennies for Panzer thing finally makes sense now, so have some pennies.
Pennies for Panzers.
Did anyone see the video of Cranston waking up as his other character and talking to his wife as if Breaking Bad was a dream?
No, I never saw that.
Interesting. Universe just couldn't get the other successes of the franchise, but they are doing a new Stargate that... Thanks, Dark River. That seeks in the 1940s when it's first discovered.
Oh,
yeah, I've heard that they were doing a new Stargate. Jen actually is really excited because they're doing
Steinderp?
Yeah.
These guys, fucking bastards, are landing their doodles all over the place.
Are they whores?
Yeah, they're putting their doodles all over the place.
That's what I'm saying.
But we got them surrounded pretty good. I don't think we have to worry about it. Round attack tactics, that'll be good. Ooh, 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 ooh. U-boats. When was the last time we deployed a new U-boat flotilla?
No, that was a question. Was the Maginot Line a real thing?
Yes, of course it was a real thing.
Ben really liked Dexter.
Dexter was good.
Me, I kind of had trouble getting into Dexter, but yeah, you really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm, I did. Do. Oh, we are actually... Wow. Netherlands are storming the beaches and... Oh, fuck you guys! They're storming the beaches and everywhere! Alright, know what we need to do is... There needs to be an infantry division on every single coastal province now.
What's this music called again?
This is the generic Hearts of Iron 3 music.
Best Beast one, no.
It's just... I pulled it all straight out of the Hearts of Iron 3 folder. It's getting annoying. They're just landing all these millions of troops just all over the place.
Is Leah your dark passenger, Ben?
What's that mean?
I don't know. Ask Doodle.
Fuck if I know. Alright, tanks. Tank it up.
If they're landing their doodles all over the place, you could build some form of wall along the Atlantic to keep them out. Maybe an Atlantic wall of some form.
No, it doesn't do anything. It just drains resources and it's pretty useless. It's a big waste of resources. All you need is somebody on the shore with a gun going, "Stop! Stop, Brazilians! Nope. Nope. Away.
No wonder he likes Dexter. He is sadistic as fuck.
True.
A little bit. Oh, Doodle said it's a reference to Dexter.
What was it? I don't even remember. I watched Dexter.
He asked you if I'm your dark passenger, and you said it's a reference to Dexter.
I watched it years and years. I watched it when it aired, so
Damn,
that was
really?
like a decade ago.
How did that end? Dexter, I mean.
I don't remember. I didn't watch the last season.
Did he just kill just to kill, or was he some kind of a?
He had like a pathological need to kill, and it stemmed from a childhood trauma, and he knew that he couldn't control it, and his father knew about it, and basically what they did was they just channeled it into people that that basically deserved it, people who got away with murder.
He was like almost a vigilante.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Just channeled it to somewhere, you know, productive in terms of the destruction he was, you know.
Gotcha.
Nope, that didn't work. Something that would work, but it did not.
When did the Brazilians show up? It's usually January and August, right?
I don't know. They're
Disney?
here. They're here right now.
No, I mean of Disney.
Oh, I don't know. Well, it was just one freaking Dutch bastard. Nobody cares about the Dutch.
He gets ousted after his sister dies, and he takes his death. And in the last scene, he's a lumberjack, and then it fades to black with his face.
Maybe he murders people with an axe.
He was a psychotic, murderous Batman.
Kind of.
Dexter was essentially a vigilante, but unlike Spider-Man, he killed.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, he killed people and he enjoyed it. We're almost actually done with this battle here. Oh, never mind. The Americans just landed a metric fuck ton more troops. You know what we need to do is bomb this port out. Where are our naval bombers? I know we have some. There they are.
It says he fakes his death. Dexter did?
I don't know if we're actually going to be able to bomb that port. We could try hit it with the V2s. That's always a possibility. Those guys need to be upgraded. Condor C6. Let's try to hit the port, see what happens.
Dexter is just Florida man meets Punisher.
Yeah. Basically. That's the gist of it. That's a pretty good description. Alright, bombing. Alright, we'll just knock the base out. That's a level 20 base? Was that always a level 20 fucking base? Was it a level 20 base when I had it? Alright, now they're coming back, and they got shot up pretty good. Alright, so just make sure you fly home. Fly home, Doodle. Resting. Alright, no
So
orders.
how many men in your army are actually still German and not some mishmash of other nationalities?
All of them? They're all Germans. In Hearts of Iron 3, you don't get very many. You don't get much manpower from conquered territory. The Atlantis launcher. Okay, now we're legit almost done with this battle here. Unless the Americans get more troops in. They're trying. They're trying, but we're cranking through them pretty quick now. I can't wait to see what the casualty count on this battle is. Oh, fuck you, Americans! God damn fucks!
Who are you playing as right now?
Germany!
Oh, that's right.
Fuck wads!
Dropped all the babies for destroying beachheads.
Babies for beachheads? Ah, there's like nobody left in these divisions. They're empty. I don't think I'm going to get anybody here in time, so... We have troops sitting around, and... Well, they're attacking. God damn it, they launch massive invasions. They're annoying! Alright, we killed this one. Okay. What about all of the... Okay, infantry... There's got to be just a butt-ton of infantry around.
Not just a ton, a butt-ton.
Butt-ton of infantry. Well, they're gonna starve to death sitting there. There's no port nearby.